I like gardening. It's a place where I find myself when I need to lose myself. Alice Sebold. It's that magical time of year, bulb and tuber time in the garden. Not all plants are grown from seed. Some, like potatoes and tulips, regrow from tubers and bulbs. Before we start digging, let's talk about what makes bulbs and tubers so special. Bulbs are like tiny underground batteries packed with energy. They have a layered structure similar to an onion that helps them survive dormancy and sprout when the conditions are right. Common examples of plants that bulb are tulips, daffodils, garlic, and lilies. Tubers, on the other hand, are thickened underground stems or roots that store nutrients. And unlike bulbs, they don't have a single growth point. Instead, they've got multiple eyes that sprout new growth. You have seen those eyes on old potatoes in your cupboard. Common tubers are potatoes, sweet potatoes, dahlias, and Jerusalem artichokes. Some bulbs and tubers are perennial, while others are annual, needing to be dug up and replanted each season. Timing on when to put a tuber in the ground depends on the plant. For spring bloom bulbs like tulips and daffodils, they should be planted in the fall before your ground freezes. Summer bloomers like dahlias and potatoes need warm soil, so plant in late spring when all danger of frosts have passed. Fall blooming bulbs, mostly late blooming dahlias, can be planted in summer and will blossom in September or October. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. Albert Camus. Great, well-draining soil is key to bulbs and tubers. Too much moisture will cause root rot. If you have clay soil, consider amending with compost or sand to improve the drainage. Most bulbs love full sun, but some do well in partial shade, like lilies and hostas. A common mistake when it comes to bulbs is planting too shallow or too deep. For bulbs, plant the bulb 2 to 3 times their height in depth. So if you have a 2-inch bulb, plant it 4 to 6 inches deep. For tubers like potatoes or Jerusalem artichoke, plant these 2 to 4 inches deep. When planting bulbs, plant the pointy end up and the flat root plate facing down. For tubers, make sure that the eyes are facing up. This will help the slips reach the surface faster. Once planted, water and mulch to keep the soil moist and assist with root development. If you have a bed of bulbs and they aren't sprouting, they're probably too crowded and need to be split up. Every few years, dig them up and divide the clusters, replanting the crowded plants with more spacing. And daffodils are toxic to rodents, so if you have a squirrel or vole problem digging at your bulbs and tubers, you can interplant daffodils and that will deter the little vermin. Bulbs and tubers are an easy but slightly different way to garden. Have you tried planting bulbs or tubers? Let me know. Let's grow!